Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Your Honorable, the committees and staff, respectable judges, ladies and gentlemen, and my fellow friends, and all of my audience, whom I love. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Innal hamdalillah nahmaduhu wa nasta'inuhu wa nastaghfiruhu wa na'udzu billahi min shururi anfusina wa min sayyiati a'malina. May yahdihillahu fala mudhillalah wa may yudlilhu fala hadiyalah. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wa ashhadu anna Muhammadan abduhu wa rasuluh. Amma ba'du. All praises be to Allah, the King of the King, the Lord of the world, and the Master of everything. And this world will never exist without His almightiness, the God of all breakers of that to the vastness of the universe. Thanks to Him and praises to Him for all the things that He has planned for us. Secondly, we not forget our salawat and salam to our beloved Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, who has brought us from the darkness to the lightness, along with his family and his followers until the end of the time. I would like to introduce myself. My name is Tiara Shabira Erma Putri, a student majoring Islamic Community Development at Syarif Hidayatullah, Jakarta. In this happy occasion, and for the next few minutes, I would like to share my perspective about the tolerance as the key to peace in a multicultural country, Indonesia. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to ask you a question. What is the first thing in your mind when you hear the tolerant word? Definitely, it is not something strange for us, and we often hear that word, right? But do you know what exactly is the definition of the word tolerant itself? Do you know what it means? Then, when we talk about tolerance, it means we are talking about respect to other people in all fields, especially in the field of religion. In the terminology, a tolerance is an attitude of mutual respect, honor, delivering the opinion, view, belief in among human conflicting with itself. But, however, an attitude of tolerance should be established in a multicultural country like ours, which has a lot of difference. Well, some of you must be asking what a multicultural country is. Well, multicultural country is a country that consists a lot of structures of cultures due to many tribes that has a structure on their own culture with different tribe cultures of other nations. In a sense, a concept of multicultural country is a country that has so many tribes and cultures with diverse customs. In terms of living together, side by side to each other, are equivalent and interact with each other, in order of the unity of the social and political. And here, Indonesia is as one of multicultural country, which has a lot of different fields, especially in the field of religion. Indonesia has 6 official religions that recognized by the state: Muslim, Christian Catholic, Christian Protestant, Hindu, Buddhist, and Confucian. Ladies and gentlemen, why are we strongly encouraged to have an attitude of tolerance among human beings? And here I shall show and tell you 2 dalil of the commandment of tolerance according to the Al-Quran and Hadith. The first dalil is according to the Al-Quran as in Surah Al-Kafirun verses 1-6. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم The verses tell us that the content of Surah Al-Kafirun is the basis of tolerance in Islam. And in the last verses also explain that Islam is uphold tolerance in all veil, and also freedom in embracing all religion. Surah Al-Kafirun also explain about freedom in worship according to their respective religion. These verses also teach us to not disrupt, to not interfere with someone in worship who has a different religion with us. Because in the Al-Quran, it is command to respect adherence of other religion. As in the last nip of the first of the letter, which means, for you is your religion, and for me is my religion. This is the best way in terms of tolerance between religious communities in matter of worshipping God. We worship what we worship, and for them what they worship, without disturbing them at all. So, the second dalil is according to Hadith Sahih Imam Al-Bukhari. One day, the corpse of the Jew passing in front of the Prophet. Then he stood up. So the companion said, "This is the corpse of the Jews." So the Prophet ﷺ replied, "Isn't he a human?" Ladies and gentlemen, this is shown that the Prophet ﷺ was very moderate, very appreciate all people with different tribe, race, and religion. Very unlikely if Prophet say he was an animal, right? Na'udzubillah min dhalik. May not the Prophet say that. And another proof, history has shown that Sultan Muhammad al-Fatih, Sultan of the Ottomans, when he mastered a city of Constantinople, so in honor a Christian pastor and protect the church. The story from Sultan Muhammad al-Fatih that we are required to honor, share, to help to our brothers and sisters who are not Muslim. And the conclusion from Hadith Sahih Imam Al-Bukhari that the tolerance should be planted within us of each our heart, because the Prophet, as so written for us, already implement an attitude of tolerance in his day when he either treats Jewish or Christian. He often visited them. He also honored and glorified them. If any of those were sick, he wanted to visit them also. He also received their gift and give gift to them. This is because Islam is a religion of rahmatan lil alamin, and this statement is very often expressed as the understanding that Islam is a religion of mercy, compassion toward fellow human beings and the universe, as well as violence and aggressiveness. So it doesn't seem that Islam came into the world to fight, curl, violence, and terror. Besides, the difference is not a barrier so that we can create a harmonious and peaceful environment. It is where the role of the tolerance as the main key for the creation of peace, and unity in the community. With an attitude of tolerance, conflict and division of interpersonal and group is not gonna happen. Because if we live in a difference but in the absence of tolerance, then our life will be destroyed and many a quarrel within us. Moreover, our life will not be peaceful. But we as a millennial generation should be able to create a peace and harmonious civilization among the differences that exist for the creation of a generation of wise to the country. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the end of my speech today, and I hope we can take a good lesson from what I have delivered today. And I ask forgiveness for any words and behalf which are not supposed to be. Thank you very much for your attention, and I would like to say thank you to the communities and staff for giving me the opportunity in this time and place. Thank you very much for your attention. Unzur ma qala wa la tanzur man qala. Wabillahi taufiq wal hidayah. Wassalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.